I had a fatty tumor down in the genitalia area that was like on the vulva side of it, and it was from because I knew that my body back when I was a kid was releasing through that lymphatic system, and there was a rash there that was pushed back with the steroid cream, so it pushed back those little demons within, and it caused a fatty tumor. If I had not understood what I was doing with the J world and allowed my body to release and support it with all food and everything else, I would probably have some kind of vulva cancer or some kind of cervical cancer or some kind of ovarian cancer. I would be dealing with lymphedema or lymphoma or non-Hodgkin's, or I would have cancer if I hadn't released those demons, because those B cells would stay in the areas of the lymphatic system. He gets it, the guy that was narrating that whole situation. Sending your kids to college is now like sending your kids to war to learn terrorism. There's a point when you don't, where if you didn't know what systems' intentions were, they're taking it. What the fuck am I saying? So when there's a climate change and it causes things in the body to replicate, multiply, and then change out the old for the new, then you have to feed the body to release and to rebuild. That goes through its process. That's what your colon and your intestines are for, to change out the old, bring in the new. And then when it's finally time to release everything all at once, the stuff that I was pulling out of my body last night was way more than what I even ate the day before. It was like the last month's worth of like food and whatever else. And it was like Tootsie Rolls. It literally was like Tootsie Rolls. It was crazy. It reminded me of like what it was a couple of years ago when I really had to throw myself in the shower and pull everything out, because that was again, another entity that the body was purging out. And it's a progressive thing. So that's every climate change, major climate change. And it caused then not only the body pushing out those poop demons when you think about it, but then also I developed an egg from that, or a few eggs. I don't know how many eggs I developed from that climate change. And then I released those demons. So, all right. So look, after the last 3 years of going through so much evolution, losing my hair changing color, having to get it cut so it doesn't look so straggly and so uneven, the last 3 years of going through all this crazy pain and suffering, and it is a pain and suffering, and eating all food in the food supply, meat, milk, cheese, eggs, whatever, and pulling out the crap, yes, okay, blowing my nose, coughing and sneezing, tolerating the rashes, tolerating just the suffering of going through an evolution. Okay, I have not only mental clarity, I could see through all the bullshit, I could even point things out. And I really don't have any fears of what's going on, because those are gone. It's just now survival and documenting my survival so others can figure out if it's something that they can embrace and even try on and maybe even do. And sitting in that pain the last couple of days was fucking insane. I mean, you saw how I expressed the pain that I was going through. Some people go to the hospital and get that pain carved out. Some people will die from the pain that I went through. But it was an aggressive pain. It was survivable because I laid the groundwork to survive it. But I'll tell you, man, it was astronomically, oh my gosh.